Israel is stepping up its planning and its rhetoric for a strike on Iran. For perhaps 3 years after the JCPOA was inked, Israel essentially discarded its operational planning and capability to decimate Iran's nuclear facilities. That's all changed now. There is a fundamental disconnect at the heart of the Biden administration's strategy for preventing Iran from attaining nuclear weapons. The U.S. is trying, without success thus far, to persuade Iran to resume compliance with the 2015 nuclear deal, the Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action, and is more than ready to return to that deal itself after the Trump administration withdrew from it in 2018. But it also says it seeks a longer and stronger deal that would address the gaping flaws in the JCPOA. In other words, it is having a very, very hard time persuading an emboldened Tehran to return to a lousy accord, and yet ostensibly hopes it will subsequently be able to somehow convince the Ayatollahs to agree to a more effective one. That the 2015 deal was an Iranian victory and a Western catastrophe was clear from the get-go. Foremost among its many lacunas were its sunset clauses. After 15 years, it permits Iran to enrich as much uranium as it wants to 20%. And after 10 years, it allows Iran to manufacture and utilize advanced centrifuges. It also allowed Iran to continue R&D on advanced centrifuges, which the regime has done with alacrity, and other elements that would hasten a breakout to the bomb. It didn't even purport to try to rein in Iranian advances on ballistic missile delivery systems. Far from dismantling Iran's rogue nuclear weapons program, the JCPOA does not even achieve the much more limited goal of freezing and effectively inspecting it. And therefore Israel is ramping up both its rhetoric and its concrete practical preparations. It is avowedly preparing to strike, with the added credibility of a track record of recent successful actions against the Iranian program. And it is doing so, genuinely readying for action, in the profound hope that the very candid sincerity of that planning will deter the rapacious extremists in Tehran, rendering such a strike unnecessary.